Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl, April Sampé, back with another episode of Veg Out and Dine podcast. I hope you all are magically delicious. I know I am. Anyway, today we're going to be speaking to a vegan trapping, grill wearing chef, honey. I'm talking about Miss Sunni Speaks. Now, I'm ready to introduce you, but before I do, can we please hear from our sponsor?
Do you have a need for tea? Here at Mountain Rose Herbs, so do we. Whether it's your morning cup, afternoon pick-me-up, or time to say goodnight, click the link below and you'll have access to our site for herbs and spices, essential oils, or herbal supplements. You can even do it yourself. Mountain Rose Herbs, for all of your herbal needs.
Time to turn it up, time to turn it up, time to turn it up. We are live right here on the Go With Radio Show, right here on Go With Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up with Go With Media.
What's good? This Crank Lucas, the rap producer, and you locked into WinDC Radio, the #1 platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs.
Live and direct from the shops at Iverson, it's just Paul representing. Shout out to my man Nico, you right here on WinDC.
This ain't your grandmama's ugly. Listen, it's a lifestyle, a movement, and a brand. Get your ugly shirts at www.uglybyaprilsampay.com. Ugly, understand God loves you.
Visit uglybyaprilsampay.com for your ugly attire. And don't forget to download the WinDC app so you can be up to date on all independent artists and entrepreneurs in your community. And can we please get into Mountain Rose Herbs? Honey, let me tell you something. They are too hot to handle, too cold to hold. So all you have to do is visit the link below for all of your herbal needs. Now come on, let's meet Sunni Speaks. Oh my goodness. I got Sunni Speaks in the building. I am excited. I don't know about you. Hey, baby.
Hey, boo.
And I see you got the grill. So wait, I need you to tell the story about this grill.
Okay, so I had braces and I got braces. You know, they tell you it's going to be 2 years, but I actually got braces so that I could get the grill because my teeth were like so messed up. I mean, everybody from Miami got a bottom messed up. But I had like one tooth that was so far out of place that the grill person was like, we would actually have to charge you for extra tooth because of how crooked your teeth are. And at the time, I didn't think about the fact that I should have just paid for the extra tooth because it would have been less money than getting braces. But I'm glad that I got braces. So I spent $3,000 on braces so that I could get a $500 grill.
I'm not mad at you.
You probably want me to make it make sense, but alas,
no, let me tell you why. I don't want you to make it make sense. You know why? Because it makes sense to you. And do you love it?
Love it.
Show it, baby. Show it for me. Hey, shining, 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 yeah. I have to ask you, because of the grill, I know it just goes so perfectly, but I need to understand, what is vegan trapping?
Vegan trapping is a concept that I just came up with. So it initially started in Tallahassee, Florida. My best friend actually asked me to make her lunch. She hates to cook or whatever. So I was like, yeah, girl, I got you. I'm in town. I made her lunch and somebody in her office smelled it. And they were like, hey, like, where did you get that from? Can I get the same thing tomorrow? And so I was like, yeah, okay. You know, it's kind of like selling drugs. I can do this. So I started taking orders in the DM, and that's how vegan trapping really got started. So I go from city to city, and usually there's somebody that I know in the city that's letting me use their kitchen, and I cook and I sell plates out of the kitchen, and that is literally vegan trapping. That's how I got started.
Where all have you been to vegan trap?
Atlanta, Miami, New York, Tallahassee. We're going to LA this year. We're going to London this year. We're working on going to Mexico this year. St. Louis, Missouri, Tampa, Florida, we've been out there. We've been out there since DC. We did Vegan Trap in DC. So every major city we're trying to hit.
Okay, yeah. The next time, wherever I am, I'm gonna make sure that you are in the building so you can be trapping and I can be eating, because your food always looks magically delicious.
It is. I put a lot of love into it because I just want Black people to realize, like, you can go vegan. You don't have to give up culture. You don't have to give up tradition. You don't have to give up flavor. And you know, flavor, like, we not coming. We not coming, boo. If it ain't seasoned, we not coming. So that's really how vegan trapping got started. And people would see it obviously on social media because I do these live cooking classes on Tuesday on Instagram. And so people in other cities would see it and they would ask me like, hey, how can I get this in my city? How can I be a part? And so I'll be like, okay, well, if you got somewhere for me to be, then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna be in your city and we're gonna be selling plates.
I'm hungry right now. I'm just putting it out there. So I need you to tell me, what is the Sunni Speaks annual vegan challenge?
So the annual vegan challenge is something that I started before I was even vegan myself. I started, I believe, 2014, I think. And we started doing it. It was 30 days, and then we switched it to 21 days. So the challenge actually starts on the 10th now because I got tired of arguing with Black people on the 1st about their black eyed peas and their collard greens and everything. So we started on the 10th, and so we do 7 days of regular vegan, 7 days of raw vegan, and then 7 days of Dr. Sabi alkaline. Just to show people, because there's actually different kinds of vegans, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know, like, hey, I can be a raw vegan, I can be an alkaline vegan, I can be a plant-based vegan, which is a person who doesn't eat processed vegan foods like the sausages and the meats and stuff like that, and they just actually eat regular fruits and vegetables. So there's all different kinds of ways to be vegan, and I made it like that so that regular vegans would come too and also feel challenged, because if you already don't eat meat, if you already don't eat dairy, then you can just come to the vegan challenge and it's like, oh, this is a breeze. No, I wanted it to be challenging for every person who participated, including people who were already vegan. So that's how I made the vegan challenge. And you know, I would always go back to like eating fish, you know, eating chicken. I never was a big red meat eater. I didn't grow up that way. My parents are Adventists and they didn't eat pork. And then we also just did not eat a lot of beef growing up. We ate more like if we were having spaghetti, you know, or meatloaf, we used ground turkey. So that's really how the challenge got started because, you know, every year I would keep going back. And then 2 years ago, I just decided, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting sick. I'm tired of the bullshit. And so I just was like, I'm just going to stick with it. And I stuck with it and my followers stuck with me. And it's been a great journey ever since.
Well, okay. So yeah, it has been a great journey because I saw online, honey, that you lost 100 pounds.
A buck. Solid.
Child, tell me all about it. I need to know everything. Start from the beginning, go to the end.
Okay, so I had actually gotten out of a really bad relationship. And, you know, whenever we as women, when we get out of a bad relationship, we like, I need to cut my hair. I need to dye my hair. I need to do something, right? And so I got out of that relationship. I moved back into my parents' house. And so I was just feeling terrible. I'm like, I got a college degree. Like, this ain't where I'm supposed to be in life. And I started working at Pepper Park, which is in Miami. And I met this guy, 100 Your Life, and he was training someone else. And I just went to him with a sob story, basically. I was like, look, I just got out of this relationship. I don't care what it costs. I don't get paid till Friday, but I'm willing to work hard. And he was like, okay, like, show up here tomorrow, 7 a.m. We gonna get it popping. And so we started working out because I don't want people to think that I just went vegan and then I just lost 100 pounds. It definitely does not work like that because there's a lot of things that are vegan, like including Coca-Cola and Pepsi, orange soda, which is still not actually healthy for you. So in the midst of doing that, I got rid of a lot of things that I was eating before. So I stopped drinking soda. I stopped drinking like processed juice. So I would only drink like the Suyas, the Natalie's, the cold press, the fresh juices, things like that, but mainly stuck to water. I was working out 4 or 5 times a week, doing either running a mile or I would be doing like HIIT cardio or I would be in the gym lifting weights. So it's a whole process. I think people come to my page and they assume that like, oh, if I go vegan, I can lose 100 pounds too. It depends on the kind of vegan that you are. So working with 100 Your Life really, really changed my life. Honestly, I'm still to this day really great friends with him. I'm really great friends with his wife. And we still work out together whenever I'm whenever I'm in Miami. So the 100-pound process is not just, stop eating meat, stop eating dairy, which does help a lot, but you also have to work out. You also have to drink your water, because like I said, there's a lot of vegan options that aren't technically healthy. Vegan doesn't mean healthy. It just means that no animals were involved in the making of whatever you're eating.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, so I coach people, right, to become vegan. And when I ask them why, the first thing they say is, oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, well, I'm not coaching you. Because, if you can keep the same mindset, then, and you think, oh, well, if I give up meat, everything's just going to magically disappear. No, sir, ma'am, that is not how it works. Okay. And yes, to your point, there's a lot of processed foods that people are eating, and that's not doing right by your body. So thank you for saying that. But I have to say, you look amazing.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Girl, you got a wedding ring on. You better not flirt too hard now.
Okay, I'll stop. Or not. But no, honey, you look amazing. Seriously. So look, in this whole process, I can't with you. In this whole process, you changed your eating habits. You changed, how you worked out on a regular basis. What's your favorite thing to cook and eat now?
Curry. Curry is my love language. You see how I just slid my hand down by my titties? Like curry is my love language. And I love everybody's curry. I do not discriminate. I love Malaysian curry, Thai curry, Japanese curry, Trini curry, Jamaican curry, Nigerian curry. I love everybody's curry. So curry is my favorite thing to eat. It's just I think also because I'm Jamaican, I feel connected to curry, very connected, obviously, because Jamaicans eat curry goat and they eat curry chicken, curry shrimp, whatever. So I feel very connected to curry, no matter whose curry it is. And even when I started branching out, obviously because of veganism, because you have to try a lot of different restaurants and ethnicities, cuisines. When I switched over and started, I was like, wait, they got green. First of all, when I tried Thai curry, I was like, I never knew curry could be red. I was like, red curry, coconut milk, what is this? But it was still good. It still gave me curry just gives me that, excuse me for just touching myself while I'm talking about it. But curry just gives me that warm, comfort food, good feeling type of vibe. I feel like somebody spent time on it. I feel like somebody loved me, when I'm eating curry. So my favorite thing to eat is definitely curry. I don't have a favorite thing to cook per se, and I think that's mainly because I experiment so much with flavor. So I don't have a favorite cuisine or a favorite dish to cook, but definitely curry. To eat, curry for sure.
So besides your food, then what would be your favorite restaurant to visit? Since you've been all over the place, favorite restaurant?
In Atlanta or just it's hard to say. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. So favorite pizza, I definitely love Plant-Based Pizzeria. They're in Atlanta. They are off of Ponce de Leon Avenue or something like that. It's Black owned. Their pepperoni pizza is swinging. In the conversation of pizza, I really, really love Screamer's Pizzeria, which is in Brooklyn. And I just ate at Love Life Cafe here in Miami, and they have a really, really great cheese pizza. I mean, absolutely exceptional. So that's pizza. Tacos, I love in Atlanta. I love For Real Burger. So even though they're a burger place, they make tacos on Sunday. And the girl who owns it, it's Black woman owned. The girl who owns it is from LA. So the tacos are straight up authentic, really street tacos, cilantro, onion, amazing tacos. I love the Local Coco, which is Black owned as well. That's in Atlanta. And it's the guy is Black and the girl is Mexican, and so they do a fusion of flavors, and their tacos are amazing. They do a barbacoa out of hibiscus. They do al pastor out of jackfruit and pineapple, and then they have a chorizo that they use chorizo sausage for. They're amazing. Love the Local Coco. If you're talking about, I don't even know, obviously burgers, they're slutty vegan. If I want soul food, then I'm eating my food. If I want Italian, then I'm eating vegetarian. I can honestly say as a vegan, I'm super spoiled in Atlanta. And I realize that. I'm grateful. I'm present in it. Because when I go to other cities, honey, it be just, you feel me?
Can I get an opinion on that?
Yes.
Can we just have a moment? Because when you're not a vegan and you travel, you're like, oh yeah, this food here is good. I can eat this, I can eat that. Honey, when you're vegan and you are traveling,
we have to check it out. Everywhere I go, I actually just attended a friend's birthday dinner last week, and then I was like, well, I have to check the menu to see like what I can have. And I just came from, what was it, Chili's? I had to make a meal out of the sides. Let me get the rice, let me get the beans, let me get the broccoli, let me get the corn, the asparagus, so obviously Atlanta has me quite spoiled. I won't be leaving Atlanta anytime soon, but I can't even tell you, like, anything that I want to eat is at my fingertips. You got Viva La Vegan, you got Go Vegan Grill, and I mean, I could just literally go on and on and on. You got Vegans and Jen for cold pressed juices. If you're into edibles, you got Eat the Herb. If you want vegan Puerto Rican food, you got Chef Cutie Pie. Like, there's just, I could literally, that would take up the whole interview, honestly. I'm a big supporter of Black businesses. I'm a bigger supporter of Black women-owned businesses. So, you Black women-owned businesses. I'm just excited, sis. Like, I couldn't even tell you. So that's a loaded question. What's my favorite thing to eat?
I'm not mad at you. I love the fact that you have so many. You know what I mean? Like, and that, I'm a little jealous of you in Atlanta. I don't have that opportunity where I am. So, I live in the country now, child. I love food. I am a foodie. And so listening to you, I'm feeling like Wendy Williams, when she's always trying to, honey, right now, yes. But what was your biggest challenge during your transition?
Probably chicken wings. And I'm not an Atlanta native, but I think chicken wings are just kind of like cultural to Black people. Like, oh, we're going out to happy hour. Everybody knows we're about to order like a 20, 30 piece wing, and everybody's gonna chip in, whatever. So wings were definitely a big deal. Eggs were a big deal for me because I felt like it was very difficult to get anything at a restaurant that wasn't sweet, right? They'll have like oatmeal, they'll have smoothies sometimes, or you just get a carb fest, right? You got potatoes, toast, maybe have avocado if they're jazzy, avocado if you're nasty, okay? And that's it. So I would say like breakfast is definitely a big challenge because, Atlanta is brunch culture, right? So everybody's like, hey, let's go out to brunch. And literally the last time I went to brunch, the alcohol was the only thing I could have, which needless to say, I got fucking tossed. But that was the only thing that I could have on the menu. Like, I ate the hash browns, made me sick. Ate the biscuits, made me sick. I think I ordered fried green tomatoes, made me sick. So the only thing I could have was the liquor. So I say breakfast is a big challenge. And then of course, because I'm from Miami, seafood was a big challenge for me too. Like, I grew up on conch fritters. Most people, when I go other places outside of they don't even know what conch is, but like conch fritters, conch salad, that's a fucking staple here in Miami. So that was hard. Of course, like fried snapper, like seafood was the obstacle. Chicken wings was the obstacle. Eggs were an obstacle for me.
I understand. My husband's Jamaican. I'm Creole. I get it. I understand. So what would be the best advice that you could give to a transitioning vegan?
I would say take whatever you're already used to eating and look up some YouTube recipes on how to veganize it. Excuse me. And of course, anything with like ground meat is going to be easy. So whenever I do cooking series for like corporations or companies, the first two recipes I always make is usually tacos and spaghetti, because you can find a vegan ground just about anywhere, whether it's pre-cooked or if it's like a Beyond or an Impossible or whatever. And it's a very easy transition to make, because if you're making spaghetti, just regular spaghetti, the only thing that was not vegan was the meat. So if you have a meat substitute, you're good. Same thing with tacos. If you're putting cheese on your tacos, then of course, you want to get your shredded cheese to put on it. But really, once you replace that meat, you're kind of almost home safe, because the salsa is vegan, the guacamole is vegan, a lot of times whatever sauce you're going to put on it is vegan. So once you make that transition with the meat, you're usually good. So I would say anyone who's trying to transition, definitely start with things that you eat on a regular basis. Like, not like, oh, this is my favorite meal, you know, and then if I can't veganize it, then I'm just gonna quit. Start with stuff that you eat on a regular basis. If you're a meatloaf person, you know, a fried chicken person, a macaroni and cheese person, a collard greens person, whatever it is that you eat on a regular basis, just look that up, but vegan. And then, you know, you can kind of compare recipes. And of course, you know, we Black, so we know how to cook. So you can just look and say, okay, honey, they didn't put enough seasoning in this. That's not how my mama battered that. And so I'm just going to go for what I know and then just switch it to a vegan option. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you're going out to eat with friends, I just actually had this conversation with a friend. Definitely you want to go somewhere cultural, because then you can eat really well without having to make a meal out of the side. So you're Ethiopian, you're Japanese. We gonna put some ginger and some garlic together, and we gonna put it on everything and some soy sauce, and the rest is gonna be all right.
I love it. So my ultimate goal in life right now is to put an end to food deserts.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know what food deserts are. Like, people who live in them don't realize that they're in them. So I've been asking every person that I talk to what they would do to put an end to food deserts. So if you had a choice, what would be your choice to put an end to food deserts?
I think the education, right? So because I really feel like it's a vicious cycle, right? So they don't put quote unquote healthy food in the hood because they feel like, you know, people in the hood don't want healthy food. But the truth is they've never had the option to have healthy food. So I think the education is a key point, which is what I try to do all the time on my Instagram with my live cooking videos, is just to let people know, like, hey, this item, you can get this at Walmart. Damn near everybody, whether you're in a food desert or not, has access to a Walmart where it's not that far away, right? So based on the fact that they're getting new vegan products every day, I can say, hey, try this cheese, or try this sausage, or try this ground. I'm very impressed. Like I said, I live in Tucker, Norcross, and I don't even have an actual, like, a whole Walmart. I have like the neighborhood Walmart that's just the grocery store. And I'm actually very impressed, quite regularly with the vegan options that they have, the breakfast sausage, the burgers, the vegan chicken nuggets. So even if you do live in a food desert, I would say, you know, hit up your local Walmart. Even if you think that you are far from an Asian grocery store, you're actually not. I tell people this all the time. If you have a Chinese food restaurant close to you, you have an Asian grocery store close to you. So that's something I would say. But really the education, because people, I don't think it's that people don't want healthy options. It's that they just aren't available regularly. And they also need to know that you can take certain things and make meals that are exactly the same as what you're accustomed to having, you know?
Well, that's true. Just like you said, you can go on YouTube and veganize pretty much anything. How can we follow you?
So Sunni Speaks, SUNNISPEAKS on Instagram. On Facebook, it's the same thing, but two separate words. So SUNNI space SPEAKS. And then on Clubhouse, it's the same thing. Sunni Speaks with the space.
I want to know what message you would leave to my viewers.
I don't know. For your viewers, just try shit. Like, I just try shit and keep trying shit, because I find a lot of people that's like, oh, I had vegan whatever the fuck and it was nasty. I'm like, nigga, you done had chicken someplace and it was not good. It don't keep your ass from eating chicken. So I don't understand. Try shit. You might not like it. I mean, go to different vegan restaurants, or even if you go to a regular restaurant and you just trying meat out one day, like meat out Mondays or something like that. Try it. If you don't like, you know, I have a conversation with the waiters, honey. Like when I go to Fridays and stuff, and they have a Beyond Meat burger at Fridays with Beyond Meat, I tell them I want it cooked well, seasoned well. Hey, you know what I mean? If the waiter's the same complexion as me, hey, I wanted Black people seasoned, okay? Cajun, Tony's, Slap Your Mama, whatever y'all got back there. I want extra of that, because, you know, they like to treat vegan food like, oh, we just gonna steam this and hand it to her. No, sis, you're going to go back and do the order again, and you're going to feel some type of way. When You did not have to feel that way had you followed my instructions the first time. I want it cooked well, because you know Beyond Meat tastes like cat food if you don't cook it well. I want it cooked well. I want it seasoned well. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly. Season my broccoli the same way. Don't just bring me no broccoli with no nothing on it. I want it cooked well. I want it seasoned well. Please, plus, thank you.
I'm going to take that advice, because I'm going to tell you, I don't always tell them to season my food. Now, I'm not going to lie. You can judge me and do it later, okay? Do it on your own time with your judgment. But I did say that I'm Creole, and I always do have just a little bit of seasoning in my purse.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm just saying, I do put a little seasoning in my purse, because I cannot stand to go someplace and I'm like, oh, this tastes like nothing. No.
Right.
I don't want
no.
I'm not paying you for nothing. I'm paying you for food. So
my thing is, I feel away, because then if I had to season it, but bitch, then what am I paying you for?
Touche. That's what I'm saying. Like I have to agree with you on that one. I'm going to take that advice and be like, can you take this and season it as if you were seasoning it for yourself? Just make sure that there's no animal products, animal byproducts. Please don't put any fish sauce or oyster sauce in my food. Please and thank you.
You feel me, fam? Like, there's salt, there's pepper, there's onion powder, garlic powder, cilantro, rosemary, oregano, basil. All of it. Put it all on the vegetables.
Put it in there.
And then give it back to me.
Give it to me. Cooked. And cook properly. Don't overcook it. I would like to also have the nutrients that God gave them. Hello? And
you know, black people love to cook the fuck out of vegetable now.
I don't like.
I know you.
Please give me my bite. I like the bite. Let me have a little bite in that drink.
Yeah. I know you was directing that to our lesser complexion individuals, but black people.
Listen, I'm saying it to everybody. Every time I go somewhere, and my vegetables have been like overly cooked to the point where the juice, I'm like, why is the vegetable is no longer green? The vegetable is white. It was green. Now the vegetable is white, but the water or the juice that is put the juice in it. Put the juice in it. I'm gonna drink the juice because I need to have my vitamins and my nutrients. Thank you, Ken.
Yes, and I tell people all the time, like when I make my collard greens, you have to, like how God has prepared a place for you, you have to prepare a space for your collard greens. Get the water right, then put the collard greens in first. You can put your vegetable broth, your liquid smoke, your agave, your vinegar, your onion powder, your garlic powder, your salt and your pepper. And then once that, you know, your country crock, because people don't know country crock butter is vegan. Put that in it once it has come to a fricassee, if you will. Okay? I know that's a fancy word. A lot of y'all never heard before. Okay? Once it comes to a slight simmer, a fricassee, if you will. Then you add your vegetables. And at that point, once you've done all that, you can put a Timberland in the bitch. It don't matter. It's going to be delicious. Once it is well seasoned, the water, the sauce, the gravy is well seasoned, don't fucking matter. You can put rice in, you can put broccoli, collard greens.
First of all, I am very thankful that we have had this time together because you are awesome. I had fun. We have to do it again, and I'm serious. So when we going to do it again?
Let's do it again, like April, June, sometime in that area, because baby, vegan trapping is expanding to a level of which the likes of which most niggas have never seen. Where we're doing and where we're going with our cooking classes, with our nationwide shipping, with our cookbooks. Yes, we're coming out with a kids cookbook. Yes, like it's gonna be big. So I'm thinking June, I'm thinking May, July, maybe. We need to do this again and talk about the progress from where we are now to what's happening. We have some other stuff I can't speak on because the ink is not yet dry and all of the money is not on my side of the internet. Some of the money, the deposit is there, but not all of the money is on my side. Once all of the money gets on my side of the internet, then I can let y'all know what's going on. But some things I gotta keep.
And yet her name is Sunni Speaks. I'm just saying. Sunni be speaking, but Sunni ain't speaking right now. Anyway, listen.
I ain't got no NDA with Beyonce, but I do got an NDA with some people that they would not be happy if I say who I'm cooking for. But
all right. Well, no, it's all right. It's
coming. We're going to talk about it real soon. So listen, I appreciate you, and we will be talking very soon, babe.
Thank you.
Much
Thank
love.
you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Hey, beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Hell, if you didn't, do it anyway. Do it because I asked you nicely. I did it politely. I even gave you the customer service voice and eye contact. So all I'm asking you to do is just like, share, and subscribe. And while you're at it, leave a comment, because really, you're still here. So obviously you have something you want to say. So just leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to it. That's all I'm saying. Why is that so hard? I digress. Make sure you all are following Sunni Speaks on all social media platforms. Visit uglybyaprilsampé.com so you can get your ugly attire, and download the WinDC app so you can be up to date on all independent artists and entrepreneurs in your community. Now, I need you all to get into Mountain Rose Herbs so you can get your herbs and spices. You can get your essential oils. You can get your teas. Just visit the link below and stop faking. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I will see you all next week. I love you long time. Bye-bye then.